By now, you must know who this guy is. That's Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI. You know, the company that created Chatgpt. But would you be surprised to know that he's also the founder of a crypto project? No joke, it's called WorldCoin, and it's supposed to play a key role in his ultimate AI vision. Also, WorldCoin is supposed to launch their own crypto token this year. So that's got me wondering, should we buy his token as soon as it launches? Now, in just a minute, we're going to discuss how everything is related, from WorldCoin to ChatGPT to his grand vision for AI and humanity. But first, we got to understand, what the heck is WorldCoin anyways? Well, it's the crypto project that's associated with these freaky eye-scanning orbs. Their ultimate goal is to build a global identity network that everyone can join and own a piece of. To be specific, they're trying to solve the problem of proof of personhood, which basically boils down to one question: is some entity a unique human? Okay, but how do they go about figuring that out? Well, they do so by scanning your eyeball with those special orbs, and then you download their app, and it creates a world ID just for you. That ID represents your unique online identity and is tied to your biometrics. And that's really fascinating to me because they could have gone with other biometrics like fingerprints, DNA, or just a regular face scan. But they decided to use an eye scan because that's arguably more accurate and more scalable than the other options. Also, in terms of why anyone would agree to get their eye scan, well, it's because they get compensated with some WorldCoin token. Yep, WorldCoin does have their own crypto token, but no, it is not quite out yet. So don't go buying the other WorldCoin token that you find on CoinMarketCap, because it's likely a vaporware zombie project and is definitely not associated with Sam Altman's WorldCoin whatsoever. But also, WorldCoin goes beyond just a simple token. They are not one of those projects that just slaps on a token and calls themselves a crypto project. No, WorldCoin is a legit crypto project through and through. Like, their wallet app is currently running on Polygon, but they'll eventually move over to a layer 2 rollup on Ethereum. Also, their app is integrated with a bunch of crypto services like ENS usernames, Uniswap, and USDC. So yeah, WorldCoin has crypto technology in all parts of their project. Another example is their use of zero-knowledge proofs to keep the eye scan data private. Like, instead of storing your actual eye data, they store a hash of it, so they can still verify that you are a unique human without ever keeping your eye scan. Okay, so by now, I bet you're wondering, how far along are they? And how close are they to launching their token? Well, they actually just released their World App Wallet a few days ago before we launched this video. And before their public launch, they were able to get over 1.5 million signups in their field tests. One of their co-founders said that they were targeting 1 billion signups with a B this year, but I kind of doubt that that will happen. And in terms of their token, they did mention that they're aiming for a first half of 2023 launch, but that's almost over. So my guess is that they're gonna launch it in the second half of this year. Now, I gotta admit that I've been misleading you a tiny bit up to this point, because I've been tossing around Sam Altman's name to get your attention. But his connection to WorldCoin is probably different from what you're imagining. I mean, yes, he is a co-founder of this project, but nowadays, he's way more focused on OpenAI and ChatGPT. So he stepped back into more of a high-level vision role when it comes to WorldCoin. But his vision really does make all the difference here, because he's spoken in interviews about how he sees AI changing the world. And if you consider the fact that WorldCoin was created 5 years after OpenAI, it all starts to make sense. Think about it. OpenAI basically ushered in the AI revolution when they launched ChatGPT. And now that AI has gone mainstream, the world is forever changed. On one hand, it has brought us a ton of good. A lot of people are using AI in their daily lives. But on the other hand, we may have AI bots running around the internet wreaking havoc soon. Those bots will pretend to be real people and they'll generate their own content, but we won't be able to tell the difference anymore. That's a huge problem for society if you think about it, and that's why we need a solution like WorldCoin so desperately. Also, there's another possibility in our AI future where WorldCoin is needed. But before we get there, I wonder, what would ChatGPT say if I told it to invent a crypto wallet from scratch and to make it both secure and easy to use? Well, perhaps it creates something like the Tangem wallet, who's also the sponsor of our video. The Tangem wallet is literally this and this. It's a card with a microchip in it and an app on your phone. It's super secure because the chip has the same level of security as electronic passports. And it's easy to use because you literally tap it on the back of your phone to send transactions. There's no seed phrases, no devices or cables to keep track of. It's literally just the card and the app. Now, if you lose the card, you can have backups. And if someone steals your card, they won't be able to use it because it's protected by your access code. So yeah, I'm sure you have a ton of questions about this. And to find the answers, just watch my full review video that I'll link you below. Otherwise, you can buy one and get 10% off with my code COINSIDER. All right, back to WorldCoin, and the next scenario where it's needed is when AI gets so advanced that none of us have to work anymore. Imagine this: AI and robots take all our jobs, and the rest of us just chill and get universal basic income, or UBI. That's where the government pays us all a fixed amount of money every month just for being a citizen. But depending on how that's implemented, you would also need some form of proof of personhood, right? You can't have the AI bots receiving all our UBI money after all. That's for us humans. And that's where WorldCoin could come in once again to save the day. So if we take a big step back, we see that WorldCoin is creating a way to identify every unique human in the world. And that has so many use cases beyond the ones I just mentioned. Like, WorldCoin's system could help us stop the bots on social media once and for all. It can also protect online voting systems and enforce one person, one vote. It can even help in the crypto world, like with airdrops. Instead of letting people cheat the system, WorldCoin's proof of personhood makes it so that every person can only get the airdrop once. So yeah, that is just scratching the surface of what's possible with their system. And that's why I'm so bullish on the size of their market opportunity and also on their solution too. Their solution is so freaking innovative that I gotta applaud them for it. They use a lot of cutting-edge technology, such as biometric scans, zero-knowledge proofs, and layer 2 rollups. But they didn't just select those based on hype and buzzwords. Those elements were carefully selected to play a key role in their proof of personhood system. So yeah, I think their unique solution is one of their biggest advantages against their competitors. By now, I bet you're super bullish and ready to buy a bag of their token as soon as it launches. But before you make up your mind, hold up, because we gotta consider the negatives too. And I think the biggest negative is all the uncertainty surrounding their token. For example, there's little to no details out about the utility of their token. Their website says that it will be, quote, the first token to be globally and freely distributed to people for both utility and future governance, just for being a unique individual. But that's super vague. And when their co-founder was asked about it, he said, quote, I'm not in a position to speculate on how the token may be potentially used. So yeah. Also, there's another huge problem with their token. Specifically, their plan to airdrop some to everyone who scanned their eyes. Because their token isn't backed by anything, and it for sure is not a stablecoin. Yet, they promised everyone who scanned their eyeball $20 to $25 worth of their future tokens. So they're handing out a bunch of IOUs essentially. But the problem is, they have no idea what the price of their token will be once it hits the open market. So if it's not worth that much, then they may owe people way more tokens than what they have available. You see, there's so many potential problems with their token, but we really won't know what's going to happen until they release more details. But also, another huge concern is all the regulatory hurdles in their way. Like, a lot of people are already concerned about the privacy aspect of getting their eyeball scanned. They don't care if it's a hash of their iris data. They still don't trust a centralized company to store everyone's biometrics. So regulators from around the world may bring down the ban hammer on this project before it ever takes off. After all, that is kind of what happened to Facebook's Libra or Diem project. And perhaps that's why the WorldCoin team already decided not to serve the US market at all. So yeah, after considering both the good and the bad, I think I'll still buy a small amount of WorldCoin tokens when it launches. It's going to be one of my more degen gambling positions though, because there's just too much uncertainty and unknown for me to allocate too much to it. But also, I do want to get some exposure to Sam Altman, and we can't invest in OpenAI or Chatgpt yet. So this is a solid second option. Let me know what you think though, and don't forget to check out Tangent Wallet using my link below.